Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Krishna Gopal. In this today's video we are going to discuss about the function in a Python, because in the last we already have covered about the dictionary and the most important data structures in the Python, and today's video is about the function. We have the different type of a function in the Python, so we will start from the very basics. So what is a function, how we define the function in the Python, we're going to talk about it. So we can define the function with def. This is what we are writing the definition of a function with the def. So we can give any name. So any name is, I give the add numbers and I pass the two argument here, x comma y, and this function will return me the sum, return x plus y. So like this way we can define the function. We can write the general definition, then just run it, and if you pass any two numbers here in place of x comma y, then you see we can add the sum of the two numbers. So we can see the sum is 3. Okay, but we can return the single statement like x plus y is the sum, is the addition, that means it is a single statement, or we can get the multiple statement also. So in this function I can show you how this function return the multiple statement. So define add number, if x greater than 0, we write the condition here, if x greater than 0 then return x plus y, else return x minus y. Okay, so let's see what the result we get. We give the two numbers, we put our x which is greater than 0. So what we can write, we can write the 5 and we can write the 1. So if x is greater than 0, it will give the summation. Now if we give the x is 0, let's see what it will return. It will return us minus 1. 0 minus 1 is minus 1. So that's how it will return us the single statement as well as the multiple statement also. But suppose you forgot to give any return statement, then your function will not return anything. It just return the none value. Okay, so now moving forward, what is the x and y? This is the x and y here called the arguments. So we have the two types of the argument. One is the positional argument and one is the keyword argument. So what is the keyword argument? Keyword argument are most commonly used to specify the default values or the optional argument. That means simply the x and x comma y in the add number function, it is the positional argument. Keyword argument, that you already define one default value. That means if you forgot to give any value to that variable, it will take the default value. Then another thing is that the positional argument you have to be write first than the keyword argument, because if you write first keyword argument then positional argument, then you will get the syntax error. And what the syntax error? You get the positional argument follow the keyword argument. So this error you can see once you define your keyword argument first compared to the positional argument. So let's see let's see how we get this error. So in the same function, if I define a new variable here, define at number x comma y comma z, and to z I give the default value 100. Okay, so if x greater than 0, then it will return the x plus y, else it should return x minus y plus z. Okay, this is my function. Now I give the arguments here. Okay, so let's give the argument to the x comma y. So x I give the 0, y I give here 1, and I forgot to give the z. Okay, I forgot to give the z. Then so now we see here the 99, because z is taking here the default value. Okay, so when z is taking the default value, you define or not define is the same thing. But suppose you not want to give the z value, you want to give z value something different, then you need to define here. Suppose you want to define the 90 here. Okay, so this is the 90 here, then you can see the value is changed. But when I forgot to give the z value, it take the default value 100. Now okay, so now where we get the syntax error? When I define the z here. Okay, I define the z is equal to 0, 1 comma 90. Let's see what we get. We get the syntax error, that positional argument follow the keyword argument. The same error I show you here also. I think now it's clear where we need to define the positional and where we need to define the keyword argument, and what is the positional keyword argument, you now I think understand. So let's move. So these are the basic of the function, how you define the function, how you call the function, and how many statement function will return. So these are the basic regarding the function. So now move to the next topic. What are the different type of a function? That's the motive of this video. What are the different type of function in Python we have? Like we have the lambda function, we have the map function, we have the reduce function, and we have the filter function. So these are the four common function we have. We will talk about every function one by one. So first we take the lambda function. So lambda function is a way of writing the function consisting of a single statement. Okay, suppose I want to write the function which can return me the square of a number. So how I write the define square x, and it should return x square. Okay, and if I call this function is square x, then suppose I want to check the what is the square of 9. So what is the square of 9 is 81. Okay, so here I use the two lines. So with the help of the lambda function, I can reduce these two lines into the one line. Okay, how we can reduce? We can write the square. Square is a variable, square. So you have to write the lambda. Okay, lambda, you have to write the x, and then this x is a square of a number. Okay, so if you pass here, and if you pass the square and you pass the 9, then you see the 81 is here. So these two lines is converted in a single statement. Lambda function is a very fancy type of writing function. When we want to write the function in a single statement, there we use the lambda function. Okay, now let's take one example. Suppose I want to print the any table, any number. I want to give the input and I want to put the table of that. So how we will write that one, we will see with the help of a lambda function. We can write the simple function which can return us, we give the number to that function and it will return us the table. But how we write with the help of a lambda function, we will see in this example. Tables is a just a general variable here. Then what I write, I need to use here the lambda function. So I write the keyword lambda. So lambda x equal to x, and it should be the multiply with 2. Suppose I want to write here the 2 table. Okay, and from where the x coming? For x in range of 1 comma 11, right? This is the way. And just if I use the for loop here for tab in tables, okay, and just print it, print tab. Okay, you can see the number here. Why I give the range 1 comma 11? Because you know the range will print the number up to 10 from the 1. Okay, so suppose I change here 5, then I can see the 5 table here. So this is the easy way to use the lambda function. And in the data science analysis, where you need to clean the data, where you need to suppose you are handling the text data, there sometimes you have to do the uppercase, lowercase, many kind of application you need to do. So where the lambda function is very useful. Okay, so this is the lambda, this is about the lambda function. Now move to the another function. Another function is the map function. So the map function is what do the, it accept the another function. Say you are writing here the square. Okay, it accept this and it need one sequence here can be a list. Okay, and then it will be the square of every number. So once already we write this function define square, let me use here and we see here. So how we write the map, then I call the square. Okay, the function, the syntax is the map function, it rebels. Okay, before that now I need to define one list here. List1 is equal to, list1 have some element. Okay, 1 2 3 square, and then just I have to pass here the list1. Okay, list1. Okay, so map function will return you the one map object. Okay, now I need to print it. So I need to print it, so I put in the list, and let's see what it will return. It will return the square of every number, because this square function is actually makes the every number, whatever the number you give to the square function, it give you the square of that number. So here I pass this list into the square, it will give me the list of a square of 1 2 3. So 149 is my answer. But with the help of a lambda function, I can write this. I no need to write the square function separately. So in place of the square, I can use the lambda also, lambda x, such that x it will be the square. Okay, you see, so it also will help us to get the result in a one single straight line. Okay, so I hope the map function and the lambda function is clear. Now moving to the filter function. Filter function is actually what? It will give us the new list that contain only the element that satisfy the condition. That means we have some condition. Okay, let me create one list which have the number from 1 to 50. So list 2, how I create the list? I pass the range 1 comma 51. Okay, and the print the list 2. Okay, so I have the number 1 to 50. Okay, with from the list 2 I want to filter the even number and the odd number. So for the even numbers, what I do, I create one variable even number. I use the filter function, filter, and because I need to filter, because and then I need to write one function which can give me the even number only. So I write here the lambda. So lambda x, and x is should be divided by 2 completely. Okay, and I can pass my list 2, because the syntax is same. You have to write one function and you have to be given iteratable, and just put the list. So you will see the numbers in place of if you not put the list, it will give you the object of a filter. Okay, and you just pass the list here, print the even number, what you get, even numbers. So you can see the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Okay, similarly you can filter the odd number also. So for the odd number, what you need to do, the number which is not divided by 2 completely, that's called the odd number. So odd number. Okay, so you have to be just change the condition here, and you can see the 13579. So that's how the filter function also works. So I hope its filter function also clear. Now move to the reduce function. Reduce function actually, so if you see the filter function, map function, if you see these two type of a function, they give us the one list. Okay, they just return us one list. But reduce function will not return any kind of a list. It will return us just a one kind of a number. Okay, suppose you have to be you write one function. Okay, first I define one function, that add. Okay, and I just x comma y I just pass, and it will return me the x plus y. Okay, and I create one list 3. Okay, list 3 have 2 element, 1 comma 2. Okay, and if I use here the reduce, then it will not give me a list, it will give me a summation of that list. Okay, so how we use the reduce function, we have to be import from the function, then you have to write the reduce, you have the function already add, and you have to pass the list 3. Okay, you see you get the number, that's the sum is 3. Okay, if you increase this list, okay, then you will see the number is an 18. So in place of a list, it will give us the number that's the full addition of that list. Okay, so where this function use, the question is here, where the reduce, filter, map and the lambda function is. These are the different kind of mostly the most important function in a Python, but the question is where this function use. When we do the text pre-processing, when we handle the text data, or when we do any kind of an NLP project in your data science, there we need to clean the there you need to clean the raw data. That means you have to be remove the punctuation, you have to be make everything in the lower case, and you have not want to see any special character. So there, in place of writing the big function, in place of taking the 3 lines of a code to write one function, you can just use the lambda function with the map and with the filter, whatever the condition satisfy. If you want to check some condition, you can use the filter function, and you can use the map function to just map that condition in that function. I hope this topic is clear, and with that we covered our chapter 3 from the Python for Data Analysis Orally book, and from the next chapter we will move to the chapter number 4, that is the NumPy. So I think I will cover the NumPy in one full session. That will be a better for you, and we'll see you soon in the next video. Up to that, thank you, take care, bye bye, and if you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot. Bye.